Hello. Welcome back to the Vocalyst. If you are new here, my name is Bethany and I am a voice teacher, and today we will be listening to a boy band. Well, actually, I don't know if they're a boy band. We might call them a quartet. We are hearing the group Forestella. It is a South Korean group and they established themselves on a singing competition. It was called The Phantom Singer 2. They sing both pop and classical music, and I don't know which one is more prevalent in their sound, so we're calling them a crossover group for now. Nonetheless, I am excited. I picked the song Hijo de la Luna. A few of you said this was a good introduction to the group, so we're going to start here and see where it takes us. Let's do it.
Hijo de la luna, hijo de la luna, 빛을 잃은 하늘, 길을 잃은 여인, 오랜 기도 들려.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna go with quartet. This is really cool. What a beautiful instrument. Oh my goodness. It's so ethereal, so clear. Ooh, I love this. Okay, we're just gonna keep going.
푸른 바다 아래 깊은 잠을 자던 달이 떠오르네.
I'm gonna play this again. His facial structure is so beautiful when he's singing. I've talked about this a million times, but that nice Italianate smile kind of lifts the cheekbones. You can almost imagine you're biting into an apple. If you think about when you bite an apple, your jaw naturally drops down and back and your cheeks lift just a little bit. And while you don't need a wide palate for eating an apple, it's so beneficial when you're singing. So let me go back to that section.
오랜 기도 들려. 푸른 바다 아래 깊은
It's like the
잠을
lightest smile.
자던 달이 떠오르네.
Ooh, I'm so excited to see what happens next.
눈부신 그 빛에 몸을 맡겨 그 흘린 달빛에 입을 맞춰 간절한 내 기도 사라지기 전에 빛을 내려줘.
Oh my gosh! I like. You've probably picked up on it. I really love low voices. And I think that's partially because I am not one. Life goals, right? Okay. We're going back. I think one thing I love about low voices, you should watch, you can see his larynx move. It's fascinating. But he's not like depressing it. It's just a naturally low voice and it's so resonant and like buoyant. Oof.
눈부신 그 빛에 몸을 맡겨 그 흘린
And his face is so
달빛에
relaxed.
입을 맞춰 간절한 내 기도
Beautiful blending here.
사라지기 전에 빛을 내려줘.
달이 스치는 바람에 닿을 수 있을까. 해가 뜨기 전에 하늘 분위기 밤에 부디는
That is a beautiful tenor sound.
나와 닮은 빛을 Hijo de la luna.
I love this, you guys. Okay, we're going back. That blending was so beautiful. And yes, I know they're mic'd. Yes, production helps with that and mixing and everything. But that doesn't take away from how good their voices sound together.
나와 닮은 빛
I love close-ups when I can see a person's mouth. We're gonna go back. His tongue is just perfect. It's sitting there so perfectly. I'm gonna give you guys a challenge because you might roll your eyes every time I talk about a singer's tongue. But if you watch enough videos, or if you are someone who works with singers in person, you will see the amount of tension so many people carry in their tongues, and it manifests in so many different ways. Sometimes you'll see like a divot in the tongue, sometimes you'll see the tongue sort of curl back, sometimes you'll actually see the tongue shaking or like wobbling in the mouth. So many things happen, and I love seeing singers that just, it's so relaxed, it's so neutral, and it just looks effortless. Ooh, did you see that release? Hold on. Look at their timing. They're so professional. Love that.
달의 그림자에 거세지는 바다
어둠을 헤치고 찢어진 마음은 멀리 떠나가네
달이 스치는 밤에 나를 외면하는 달의 뒷모습이
하나뿐인 이 밤에 머물게 해주오 나와 닮은 빛을 Hijo de la luna.
Okay, hold on. I'm realizing I think I pronounced the title of the song incorrectly, so I apologize for that. When they all start singing together, I love, again, they're blending. It's so challenging, especially when you have classically trained singers with varying vibrato rates, to blend well. In fact, that ends up hindering a lot of singers from getting work. If a company already has a particular role cast, they are trying to find someone to cast with that person. So no matter how incredible of a singer you might be, there are some directors and conductors that will hear two singers together and know, they're like, that doesn't sound great, I don't want them. And so it has nothing to do with your ability and your talent and your professionalism. It's just the fact that you don't blend well with the lead they've already chosen. I'm not gonna rewind, we're just gonna keep going.
Hijo de la luna, hijo de la luna. 빛을 잃은 하늘, 길을 잃은 여인 품에 안은 달빛.
흘린 달빛이 사라질 때까지 깊은 잠이 드네 예쁜 꿈을 꾸네
I have to play that again. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? Like, their diction was perfectly aligned. Oh my gosh.
잠이 드네
Oh my gosh. I love those sort of cliffhanger songs when you're expecting the singer to finish the melody and instead the orchestration does it. That was not what I expected, but it was so beautiful. I think when I heard South Korean vocal group, I immediately was like, K-pop. No, this is not K-pop. A few things that sort of piqued my curiosity as I was listening. First, I'm very thankful. So I don't know their names, but the singer on the right, I was waiting to hear more of him sing solo, and finally I got some of that at the end. I can understand why they duet him so much with the other singers because he blends so beautifully. Nonetheless, he has a beautiful voice, so I hope they feature him more as a solo in other pieces. The tenor, or second from the right, I loved how expressive he was. He was so emotive, always smiling, just very engaging to watch, which was such a pleasure. Now, the singer who started the piece, I'm gonna just say countertenor as a traditional sort of label. I have no idea what he is capable of, so I don't want you to think I'm like putting him in a box, but just for the sake of talking about these singers, since I don't know their names right now, I'd love to know if he ever sings lower in his range. Depending on the singing competition, sometimes these groups get formed right at the beginning, and then other times you end up with sort of like a bunch of finalists, and the judges decide, you know what, we're gonna put these 4, 5, 6 singers in a group. So I don't know what happened here, so I gotta do some research. But I can see why they would want that singer only singing in that part of his range. Firstly, because it's stunning, but also when you're in a group, a quartet like this, you need as much dimension and as much variation as you can get. So having someone in a traditional sort of countertenor range is really helpful. But as with all countertenors, they tend to have the ability to sing in more of a predominantly chest sound as well. So I'm curious to know if that ever happened on the show, or if this singer only sang in that tessitura. I don't know. I'm very curious. But yeah, I was definitely not expecting what I got today. This was such a pleasant surprise. I couldn't wait. I looked it up. So these singers were actually 4 of 12 finalists, and they ended up grouping together before the finals to create this quartet. So yes, we're calling it a quartet. This is not a boy band by any means, although who knows, maybe they have a really big range of repertoire and I'm about to discover something even more shocking. Okay, it looks like 2 of them were classically trained, 1 has no formal training, and then the other is a musical actor. So now I just need to put all of these names with faces and then I'll know who's who. But yeah, I think what really just stood out to me most was their blending. Beautiful arrangement. I think they were I don't know if they did the arrangement themselves or if a producer helped them, but they were very smart with the duets and then the moments where they had the whole group together singing as one. It is so challenging for classical singers to blend well. So they did a beautiful job with that, and I was very impressed. And it was just such a beautiful, I'm saying beautiful a lot, but it was. It was such a lovely experience. I loved the fog on the stage. I loved the moon in the sky, the lighting, and I loved their stage presence. Like, they each in their own right really commanded the stage without overshadowing another singer. So kudos. Anywho, that is it for today. So thank you guys so much for this recommendation. For those of you who might have been a little disappointed that we didn't hear, a traditional K-pop boy band, fear not. I'm sure they will make an appearance on this channel at some point. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.